students and in the faculty also. See, this emotional development, basically it is an area which is considered in our psychology courses, and there the developmental psychology is one part. Sometimes we also, earlier we used to call them as clinical psychology also. So developmental psychology, basically, that is the term which is now is going on. So emotional development is part of that. Counseling is okay when you are finding certain situations in which we require help or we want to provide that help, how to do that, how to help that. That part will also be taken into account. See, in the last class, we have already discussed the research methodology part, where that, okay, what is academic research, what is applied or the business research, and how this academic research that is being conducted, different steps and all that. We have considered. When it was asked by college, what other section?
Madam, please switch off your mic. Rupina,
so, what other section would you like to take? Then out of the list, which is already 10 modules, which have been, so the last module, the 10th was strategic planning and management. I said that, okay, that will be, I will be fine with that also, but higher education ecosystem from 1 to 10, it is just here. So I said that, okay, I will be going for this personal emotional development and the counseling part. So the idea was that as a teacher, we most of the time we find that this counseling is important. Just 1 minute, please. I have to check this. What is somebody is looking for? No. Hello. Just 1 minute, please. See, sorry for this. Sometimes. Okay, see, in case of this, I have decided that whatever we have discussed in the last class, in continuation with that, I would like to discuss this. Certain parts of that which we have seen, and we most of the time we see among our students, and sometimes we also see among our faculty, younger faculty generally. And as it is the beginning of your career, most of you are going to, you have already started that. And there are 30 years or 40 years or so which you have to cross. You will be contributing to this higher education. So I thought that, okay, certain things which we have seen over a period of time, which we have done also, that should be shared at this stage. So I have considered this particular part. So first, there are 3 components. One is your emotional development. Second one is the counseling. The third one is the different type of cases. After that, if I get time, then I would like to go for a very small story time permits. So depending upon that, how far I am going to discuss all these things within this time limit. See, this emotional development, whenever we are considering this part, is a very typical situation which we are finding in the human life, that this emotional development as a psychological understanding and as a physical understanding, we will have to take into account that particular aspect. Now, see, a very simple term which has been mentioned here, that what is emotion. So there are many type of definitions which we have found, but I would find this very simple, easy to understand and explain also. So that's why I have taken this. Otherwise, those who are coming from psychology, they will be saying, they may be saying that, okay, there are so many other variables, there are so many other constructs and the components which are there, and because they are exposed to this particular area of study for a long time, so their understanding will be much, you can say, advanced, enhanced, and they will be having better understanding, knowledge about that. But for the purpose of simplicity, I had taken this particular uh, definition. The emotion is the language of a person's mental state of being. Very simple. After that, whatever is there, it is the explanation of that. The very focus, if you are going to consider. I'm not going to talk about this, the emotion is the language, because if we discuss about this language, so many things we have to discuss. So language we consider as, okay, it is a means of communication. So only up to this I am just taking up at this stage. So emotion is the language of person's mental state of being. So this is what state the person is having, what type of understanding, what type of behavior he is having, what type of. So that is the mental state. So this is basically, but this mental state that is also shown or it is being reacted or the ramification of that mental state we find in different forms that we will discuss. So they are tied to the person's internal, that is your physical and external, that is your social sensory feelings. So this mental state is not independent in itself. This state is related with the physical factors and the external, that is your social or environmental factors. So that there are the different type of sensory feelings which we are having related with these factors. Sensory feelings, we already understand about this. The internal factor was just as one example I am considering. See, you are thirsty, okay, so this is your internal physical condition. So the sensory feeling in this case will be that, okay, once you are thirsty, you will be searching for water. If water is not available, the other alternatives you will be searching for that, okay, if I am getting cold tea, if I am getting something to drink, it may be the soft drink, it may be some juice. So this is the internal condition, mental state, mental of being. So your emotions will be different at that time. If suppose you are going in a desert and whatever water you are carrying, now that is finished now. So your mental state due to this the deprivation in your body, the physical condition, that will be something different. If you were there, you have started your journey in the desert, and there was some tree, and that you were sitting, sleeping. So that type of sentence. So it is the emotion is that language. That means it is going to be, it is going to communicate certain things, because the purpose of language is that. That's why they have used this term language. Person's mental state of being that are tied to the person's internal, that is a physical requirement, and the external, that is a social requirement. So there are so many factors related with the society which is affecting our mental state, and accordingly we are going to react to that. So this very simple definition. So first, the very basic thing which we have to keep in mind about this emotion, it is a mental state of being. It is a mental state that is there. That mental state is being affected to so many other factors. Okay, it is all right. Now, the other aspect of this, the emotional development now. So it is the emergence of, see, now there are four terms which have been used here. Emotional development is the emergence of experience, expression, understanding, and regulation of emotions from birth, and the growth and changes in these capacities throughout childhood, adolescence, and adulthood. If you are going to see this, the emotional development, see this aspect has been very clearly identified and expressed. It is the emergence of experiences. It is the emergence of the expression, understanding, and regulation of emotions from the birth and in the different stages that has also been clearly mentioned throughout the childhood, adolescence, and the adulthood. So this is the emergence. So it is the emotional development. It is based on the experiences, your expression, understanding, the regulations, whatever under that regulation you are. So emotional development that is going to be the part of that. The development of emotions occur in conjunction with, now the three terms are there. The development of emotions occur in conjunction with neural, cognitive, and behavioral development and emerges within a particular social and cultural context. So this emotional development, that is in terms of a particular type of social and the cultural context. It is, that's why it will not be same at each and every place, or each and every society, or each and every country. They are not going to be the same. There will be difference in that. And the development of emotion, that is neural, that is your related to cognitive, your understanding, and the behavior, whatever you are going to show, whatever you are going to react in that case, the development, the behavioral development, and it emerges within a particular social and cultural context. So the emotional development we cannot see in isolation. Whatever emotion development we are having, if suppose I am going to give this example, we have got independence in 1947. It is less than 100 years by now. So, okay. And at the same time, if you are considering Bangladesh, it has got independence, the second independence. That was when the Bangladesh was created from East Pakistan. So it is more than 25 years or so. So in this case, if you are going to see the relationship which we are having, and suppose you are going to consider USA as a country which was related in 1776 or something like that. So long back. But all of us, whether it is Bangladesh, India, or USA, they were the part of this British Empire. Sometimes they have been. Okay. They have been liberated. Now we are the independent country. Our relationship in terms of our social and cultural with this independence is so deep rooted, and we are having so a strong feeling about it, that much I don't think that the Americans will be having. After 400 years, that type of thing may not be there with us also, because the coming generation will find that, okay, we are the part of independent India. But we have seen people, we have our fathers, our grandfathers, they were not the part of independent India. They were the part of British India. So they were born in that. When they got independence, so in that case, if I say that, okay, it is not only that part, we are so much deeply related with the country. We are so much deeply related, not only the country, the symbols related to the country. How much we are relating ourselves with the flag of our country. It is the cultural side, it is the social side, this is the behavioral understanding in that particular milieu. We are going to see that. So our emotions, they are attached with that. If something goes wrong, if somebody says something else, we are not comfortable in that case. Our emotions are so much attached with that. That means this is the neural or cognitive or behavioral side. It is in a particular social or cultural context. Your family, your place of birth. If suppose somebody is going to say something about that, you are not going to excuse him. You are going to catch him. So this is our emotions are attached. These emotions are not only with the country, not with the place of birth, not with the society, not with the community. Our emotions are attached with so many other things. If your parents, for example, if your parents are not there, and you are getting sometimes that, okay, it is his shirt, it is his pant, which you have kept, you are emotionally attached with that. So we will have to see this. Maybe in other countries, they may not be that much, they may not be considering like that. But here we consider, because our society is saying like this, and we are going to accept like that. So the emotional development that takes place under this particular type of experience, experiences, expression, understanding, regulations, and so many things. Now see the further the expression of emotion, this emotions promote transition from complete dependency to autonomy. This is about the infancy. Try to understand. Very simple term. It has been mentioned here. It is promoting transition. See a child who has taken just birth and who has just taken birth. He is an infant, you can say, or the neo, or the terminology we are using. He is a neonatal, completely dependent on the caregiver. It may be the mother, it may be the nurse, it may be some member of the family, completely dependent. Gradually, he is getting the autonomy. Gradually, he is getting that autonomy. The expression of interest promotes exploration and cognitive development. This expression, the autonomy that will be. the neonatal, when he starts crying, which is the basic requirement, that when a person comes to takes birth, he must cry. First thing is that everybody is going to see that, okay, when he is going to cry. Very important thing, as early as possible, the child, the neonatal is going to cry, we are going to be happy. Why? Because we say that if he is not going to cry fast, if he is not going to cry at that time, the oxygen in his brain, that is not going to be supplied. So crying is going to give this the oxygen in his brain. Just for understanding, we are having this idea, general idea. Medical people will say in detail what is there, but generally people are the expression of interest, exploration and cognitive development. Social, so now see, the one smile is there, which is coming on the face of this neonatal. Social or the intentional smile and other expression of joy promote social interaction and healthy attachment relationship with the primary caregivers. So gradually, within very few days or few weeks, his smile is being related. His smile and other expressions of joy promote social interaction and healthy attachment relationship with the caregivers. Gradually find that the neonatal, the child, he is going to smile with his mother, he is going to smile with his father, he is going to smile with the nurse. So this is the social side.
उपेंद्र सर और कर लीजिए ऑडियो। उपेंद्र सर,
एडमिन प्लीज ट्राई टू
ओके
सर वहीं से म्यूट कर दीजिए।
The expression of sadness encourages empathy and helping behavior, and the expression of anger signals protest and discomfort. This expression of sadness or the expression of this anger, they are the part of our emotional development. Infant unique tendency to experience and express particular emotion, and the threshold of expressing those emotions is usually referred to as their temperament or characteristic emotionality, the unique feature which about the infant that has been mentioned here. So this part is the uniqueness in this case. So the emotion, there is a threshold for expressing the emotion. So this is further see the researchers now see this is very important, and this is going to help us in understanding so many things. Researchers generally agree that neonatal, non-intentional smiles are present at birth, and that social smiling and emotional expression of interest appear as early as 6 weeks of an age. So within 6 weeks, he is going to relate, so 1.5 months, he is going to relate his smile with the mother or the other caregivers. So this is a study. Now you try to understand this type of a study, which the people has conducted in this area, and you can easily appreciate that how far the researchers, they have gone into the detail that when the child is going to relate his smile with the smile of his mother or of his father or the nurse. This has been studied, and that's why they have given that, okay, within this 6 weeks time, they are going to relate that. Of the first smile, the earlier smile, it was not the smile which was any intentional that has come. So, but now in this case, the smiling that has changed. So that's a very simple thing which the people do. They do. This is the emotion that is shown in terms of a smile. By 4 to 5 months of age, now see here, infants selectively smile at familiar faces and at other infants. So he is going to smile with the parent, and when he is going to find the other infant, he is going to smile with that. And their caregivers begin to share positive emotional exchanges with them. When the child is going to smile, when we see them, we are also going to smile with them. So somehow he is going to to move his hands and legs, we are also going to show in that manner, and he is going to do it more. So this is the learning part is there, and the emotional attachments, they are also coming with the help of that. Now see here, there are certain things we have to take care about this. See, the emotions. These are the parts of emotion which we are finding in every individual. They are there. It is the joy, it is the anger, we are caring, there is hatred, we love, we go for jealousy, happiness, empathy, surprise, interest, disgust. We are having all these type of, there are many others also. But they said that these are the basic emotions. They are found in people and they should always be there with them. They say that these are the basic emotions and they are always available with the people. We find joy there, we find anger when the things are not as per our requirement, our understanding. We are caring for so many other things. We are caring for our parents, we are caring for the family, we are caring for the society, we are caring for the country, we are caring for the community. We are caring for them. Many things are there for which we are caring. And we are taking pains for that also. Hatred is also there. We are having the hatred for so many things we don't like. Sometimes we are disliking that much that we are going to denounce, we are going to fight, we are going to conflict, we are going to contradict. Many things we do in case of this. Love is very simple. I can't say it is easy, but it's very simple. We are having love for so many things. We are having love for our mother, father. We are having love for our profession. We are having love for our institution. We are having love for our country. We are having love for our flag. We are having love for our different type of symbols which are there in the country. Many things are there with which we are having our love relationships. Jealousy, this is also the negative side, of course, but this is also there with us. This is, and sometimes it is very strong, and in some people it is dominant also. They will not like to see any other person grow or develop. So jealousy is also there. Happiness, okay, of course, when you have achieved something in life, you are happy. And not only that, sometimes you are going to see other person he has achieved and you are happy. It is also, and that is the human being. This is the society in which we live, and we are reacting to that. So the happiness, that is also the basic type of emotion which we are having, and everybody is going to show that. Empathy, okay, other person is in trouble, I am feeling that trouble myself. सारे जहाँ का दर्द हमारे जिगर में है. So this is the empathy which we are having. Surprises, okay, in the life there are different type of surprises. You were not expecting, you have got it. It is a surprise. Sometimes your interest in certain things. So there are singers who are singing, they are not even those singers who are being paid, they are also going to sing when they are going to the toilet sometimes, they are going in the bathroom and they are singing. They are not being paid. But when they are going to perform, they are being paid for that. So the interest is there. This is singing is his interest. Why a painter is going to paint? He is all the time, he is not going to sell those paintings. So it is his interest. Disgust also. There are so many things. So disgusting, this is not good. So that I don't like. So somewhere you are going on the road and you find that, okay, dirt that has been placed on the distance. You say that, okay, this corporation, municipal corporation, disgusting. They are not doing anything. These are the very basic emotions. Now, in this case, see, all these emotions, we are all of us are having. In some are more, in some are less. That is there. In some, the positives are more, in some, the negatives are more. But all of them, at some stage, you are going to show that. Joy, anger, caring, hatred, love, jealousy, all of them. There will be. I remember at this stage, there was one most of us know about this person, and very typical condition, very typical story we know about this. The name is Genghis Khan. We know that. He was completely shattered the people, he massacred the people in Iraq, that is Baghdad and all that area. So One day somebody asked Changiz Khan, who was very close to him, "Hey, you have killed so many people. Have you ever shown sympathy to something?" And now see the reply of that person. He said that yes, I was having sympathy for a child. What happened to him? He fell down, he fell into a well. Okay. So what you did? He said that, okay, the child was in the, in the well, so I had taken him out. How have you done that? He said that, first of all, I throw the arrow which went into his body. Then I throw the second arrow. I threw that. So it was placed on the first arrow. And by doing the second, third, and fourth, fifth arrow, I have taken him out. It was the sympathy of Changiz Khan. What would have happened to that particular child? I don't know about that. But when he said that, okay, this was the empathy which I have shown, so it is his understanding about empathy. I don't think that the child would have survived. When you are going to take him out with the help of this type of arrow and all. So, but we are finding such type of instances. We have seen that here, and the stories are there, and the real stories are there, which are going to give. So you are showing empathy, but the way you are showing empathy, that does not look like to be that. So emotions are there, and these emotions, they are always there in our mind, they are in our body, and we carry them. So these are the basic emotions, but these basic emotions are not enough. We are having complex emotions also. In addition to the basic emotion, people feel complex emotions such as embarrassment, pride, guilt, shame. These are they say that, okay, they are the complex or higher level emotions. Embarrassment, when you are embarrassed, something you have done which was very trivial nature, but it was not as per the norms, and you were caught. So you are now feeling embarrassed because you were trying to do something wrong. You have been caught by some other person, and he has simply said, "I was not expecting from you." You are now embarrassed. So it is a higher level of the complex type of emotion. You are having pride in something. So it is not simply liking. You are going to glorify that. So you are feeling pride in doing that. Earlier people, they were having pride, and they used to narrate the story that how our forefathers who were zamindars, how they used to treat the labor, and they used to show in such a manner that, okay, it was a pride. So they say that, okay, these are not the basic, but they are the complex emotions. So few examples are here. These are known as self-conscious emotions that involve feeling of success when standards are met and feeling of failure when they are not met. So self-conscious emotions, different type of emotions are there, and with which we are related. So the emotions are there. Now see, this is one research, very important, which I consider that we have to understand. Modern research suggests that emotions are useful because they help people adapt to their environment. These emotions are required. They are helpful in adapting to the environment. So happiness, joy, love, all these things we are having. For example, you are walking down, this is the negative side, you are walking down a dark street late one night, you become frightened. How does this affect your behavior? The fear is adaptive because it allows you to organize your behavior around the important goal, avoiding the danger. So it is the night, it is a dark night. Maybe some snakes going from one side of the road to the other side of the road. Maybe there is some snatcher who is going to snatch the chain. Suppose the lady is going. Or there may be some who is already there in some bush and he is going to kill you. He is going to. So you are going to avoid. You are going to be careful. You are going to be very sensitively. You are going to handle that. So these emotions, they are needed. So fear is there. you are going to adapt to the individual to that particular behavior. Now see here, these are the emotional side which we have considered. Now I am coming to the counseling side, because as a teacher, most of the time we are related with the counseling, and as not only as a teacher, but this counseling, whenever we are finding some younger colleague, he is in some certain type of distress or certain type of he is having certain negative feelings, so we are going to counsel that. In case of counseling, there are so many things which we have to understand, and I would like to to develop this counseling side. Then how are you going to do that, and what we should do, what we should not do? Because counseling, if you are going to take up this, it is completely a separate type of profession. And counseling, there are counselors who are certified counselors, but we know that everybody is not going to the certified counselors. They are finding people within the society, and they are getting help from them. They are getting this counseling done from them. In case of our job as a teacher, we are working with the people. So the peer group is there, the younger colleagues are there, and our basic relationship is with the students. And the students, they are also under different type of stressful conditions. They are having their own feelings, they are having their own emotions, and under that, and this is their growing age when they are preparing themselves to face the world outside. They are as a part of a student, they are in the protective environment. They are the part of an institution, university, or the college. So the college is going to protect them at a certain stage. So as a part of this institution, because the institution always try to protect its own image, so they would not like that in some way or other that is going to be affected badly. So they are the part of it. So counseling as a job, in our teaching job, we will have to use it. We are using that. We are doing this. This is our job. We are doing that. Those who are coming before us, we are going to counsel them. Now, in case of this counseling, now we are going to discuss certain things which will be important for us. Now, see, counseling, okay, we will be understanding about counseling that when you are going to help some person and you are going to say something good or something bad, and he is going to change his mood and mind and all that, we will say that, okay, you have done the counseling. This is a comprehensive definition which has been given by American Counseling Association. So now we know about this. We are having different type of associations, and these associations, one function they are doing that sometimes there is a definition committee among in these associations. You will find. I have been teaching marketing. In case of marketing, we are having American Marketing Association, which is publishing the most important journal, that is Journal of Marketing. They are having committee on definition. So they are defining from time to time the different terms and all that. So this is American Counseling Association. We are accepting. There are certain organizations which we are considering for the purpose of their definition and their scope of their study, scope of work. For example, WHO we are considering. In case of WHO, when we are going to see in terms of health, whether it's the mental health, physical health, or any type of health, we are going to the definition of WHO. We are having ILO. In case of this ILO also, you will be finding. Whenever we are talking about this labor movement and all that, we take the definition from ILO. So there are different association, organizations, institutions which are helping us in designing or in defining the different terminologies which we are applying, and that is being understood by the different type of people. So counseling association, this is one. The application of mental health, psychological or human development principles through cognitive, affective, behavioral or systematic interventions, strategies that address wellness, personal growth or career development, as well as pathology. So here in case of this pathological development, that means it is related with your human side and the physical and the body side we are considering. So principles, the application of mental health, psychological or human development principles, so the things which are related with the mental health, psychological or human development principles, through cognitive, effective, behavioral or systematic intervention. So intervention is important. A strategy that address wellness, personal growth or career development as well as the pathology. So this is a comprehensive definition which is encompassing the different disciplines, different areas. Counseling, there are times that the challenges in our lives may lead to isolation. See, this is a problem with us. In our life, we are facing such type of conditions. So they may lead to isolation, anxiety, depression, and other health problems. Most of them, whatever have been given here, they are related with the psychological understanding, the behavioral side. So the challenge in our life, they may lead to isolation, anxiety, depression, and other health problems. Through counseling, we can explore alternatives, build on the strength, and develop new skills. With the help of this counseling, we are going to explore the alternatives for that, so that these problems they should be solved. Or we are going to build the strength, we are going to develop new type of skills. Counseling is going to help in that. Now see the other aspects of it. The feeling and concerns about family, friend, health, work deserve attention. So whatever we are having, the feelings we are having, sometimes good, sometimes bad also, the feelings and concerns about family, the friend, our health, work, they deserve attention. So counseling gives you opportunity in a quite supportive environment to take time to stop, think and plan, STP. Stop, think and plan. So your feeling and concerns about your family, your friends, your health, and your work, all of them, they deserve attention. And counseling is going to give you the type of support so that you can, sometimes you can think about it and you can plan for the development or changing that particular situation. With sensitive and caring feedback, you can gain new awareness and learn to deal with your challenges in new productive ways. So the sensitive caring and feedback that is going to create an awareness in you, which maybe you would have not thought about it, and the challenges they are going to be that they are going to help you in productive ways. So the counseling is going to do these things. Now see, from here we are going to consider counseling falls under the umbrella term talking therapies. Now see this, the talking therapy. That means in case of this counseling, we will have to talk with each other. So that is the part, and also allow to discuss their problems and any difficult feelings they encounter in a safe, confidential environment. Now see here, I would like to quote one instance. It talks about this talking therapies. I remember one of my friend. He appeared for this test, engineering admission test. Before that, it was based on the marks basis. So if you are getting good marks in pre-university course, which was after 10 one-year course, PUC that was called, and then you had to, if you have got good marks, so the admission was given to you. So it was marks basis admission. At that time, there was no concept of competition. But the next year, when he started, when he got his PUC certificate, that year the government introduced that, okay, you will have to go through the competition. So he tried for this competition, he gone for some faculty, for teaching, for coaching and all that. He has put too much of labor. And when the result came, he was not in the list of selected students. He was highly depressed after taking all these efforts, after making all these efforts, taking all care, he could not be successful. So it was a completely shattered person, depressed person. He was going by this, in a train and he has to go to his house. So he stopped at the station. From here to go to this village. So he was so much depressed that he, with so heavy heart and with slow movement, he was going, go down his head. And so when he came out of this railway station, generally you will find outside of the railway station, there is a small market also. So there was a market and one song was going on, one Hindi film song that was going on. समझौता गमों से कर लो गम तो आते रहते हैं. This was from the film Samjhauta. He said me that when I listened to that particular song, I stopped there to listen to the song very carefully and with complete attention I listened to that. When the song was over, the depression whatever I was having or the mood which was at a very low level of motivation, I could find that some amount of it has already gone. Now the song has been written for some other purpose. The song has been written for a particular situation in the film, but it has helped that person to come out of it. समझौता गमों से कर लो, गम तो आते रहते हैं. So from there he has started that, okay, next time I will try. He got admission next year. Okay, he had tried for that. But the time when he has got this, it is a type of therapy. Here in this case, the person was not there, the counselor was not there. The song itself has given him this counseling. That, okay, this is possible. And he could win that. So this generally we, in case of counseling, we say that, okay, it is a talking therapy. If we are not going to prescribe medicine, we are not going to prescribe that, okay, you have to do, you have to go before morning walk, you will have to take this much of water. We are not going to do that. In case of counseling, we are going to counsel so that your behavioral understanding, your cognitive ideas, they are going to be changed according to that. The term can mean different things to the different people, but in general, now see, this is the explanation, a very simple explanation. You can appreciate that. It is a process people seek when they want to change something in their lives. Counseling, it is a process people seek when they want to change something in their lives or simply explore their thoughts and feelings in more depth. So, in simple terms, it is the process which you seek so that you are going to change something, whatever is going in your life, whatever understanding you are having, whatever problem you are going to face, you are going to understand that and you are going to take into account. Now see here, the benefit of counseling is there are the certain benefits which are going to help the person who is going to take this counseling. So it is going to improve the communication, it is going to enhance relationships because when the person is depressed, when he is having more amount of anxiety, when he is under a stressful condition, so many things they are settled. So by improvement, by counseling, many things they are going to improve. And when they are shattered, they would not like to talk to the other people. Those people who are very close to him, with whom he may be laughing, he may be smiling. And if he is coming, he is not going to take any care of him. So he will not be able to talk to that person. He will avoid that person. No communication he would like to keep when he is under this stressful condition or that or under depression and all that. So this counseling is going to help him in improving communication. It is going to enhance your relationships. This relationship may be at the workplace, it may be relationship with the student, it may be relationship with the family members, relationship with the society, relationship with the peer group, many type of relationship we are having in our life. So this is going to enhance, it is going to improve the relationship. It is going to create a happier family life. So that's why, okay, we find there are different type of counselors who are going to help you. Family counselors, we are calling them. What they do in that case, they are going to call the wife, they are going to call the husband, they are going to talk to them separately, then after they are going to bring it together, they are going to say certain things, which is on the basis of their communication, they are going to say that, okay, this is your weakness, this is your weakness, you have to handle it this manner, you will have to do this, you will not have to do that. So who is going to do that? These are the things which the counselor, the trained, competent, professional counselors, they are doing that. Sometimes that is also being done by the elders in our family, those who have already passed the years, they have got the experiences, they have faced themselves sometimes, or they have got the story from other people. They are also going to do that. Maybe that may be in the crude manner, or you can say that may be according to their untrained way, but they are going to do. They are doing it. It is going to give you the peace of mind. Very important thing is that the peace of mind. We are considering it as a positive side. Because we are using this particular phrase for the negative side. So okay, he has given him a very peace of mind. So it is not like that. It is the positive side of the peace of mind. It is going to create that. And when you are under this mental peace, your creativity that is going to increase, your performance is going to increase. You are not under a stressful condition. So this counseling is going to help improve self-esteem. See, very important part is here. Our motivation that should be kept high all the times. You should not be at the low level of your motivation. Your self-esteem that should be kept high. So this counseling is going to help that. We find the people, depressed people in the organization. So the counseling is going to help so that your self-esteem that is going to be improved. More satisfaction out of your life. Whatever you do, you are going to get satisfaction out of that. Very small things you will be doing and you will be satisfied with that. Sometimes when you are not, this counseling is going to help you in that. Very small things, they are going to keep you satisfied. Your personal growth, very important part is this, because counseling is going to help you in growing. That is going to help you that your performance is going to increase, your recognition in the society, your recognition in the organization, that is going to improve your performance. It is also related to that. Counseling is going to help you in increasing all these things. You see, now see these areas which I have mentioned here. There are so many things in this case which we will have to consider. Counseling is helpful in these areas. Adult relationships, the career change, dealing with loss of loved ones, your anxiety, depression, adjustment to family changes, parent-child relationship. These are the few areas. They are not the complete or the exhaustive list. They are the few areas which have been mentioned here. Your relationship, adult relationship, that is a mature relationship, because we are working people. We have got a job, we have to continue in this job for long. So the relationship in this case, the people who are working in your organization, similar to you, the peer group or the elders, and when you are going to change your career, very important part is there, because it is decision making. You will have to decide when you are going to change your career. There are many people we are finding, those who have been in the industry, they have got their degree and they were in the industry, and now they want to know, they want to change their career. So how far it will be helpful, how far it will be positive, it will be nice to change their career. And many people, they have changed from this corporate to this academics. They have got a degree, they have gone for PhD, and after that, okay, I should change to that. They have joined different type of institutions and they have started teaching. So after working for 5 years, 10 years, earning money and all that, they have started to teach in some institution, and they say that such type of changes. So the counseling will be required at that time. So how far it is going to satisfy, how far you will be a good teacher, how far it is going to contribute to your financial to your financial standing and all that. So career change at that time, we will have to consider that the counseling that will be required. So dealing with the loss of loved ones, most of the time we find this dealing with the loved ones, loss of loved ones. So we are finding, generally we see in our society, whenever somebody we have lost, and the people are coming, those may be your relatives, some friends, some elder people, they will be coming. Simply they are going to hug you. They are going to, they are going to make a handshake, and they are going to hug you, and then after they are going to pat on your back for some time. And simply they say that, okay, this is life. Everybody has to die. One day I will not be there. One day you will also not be there. This is a part of life. We have taken birth. We will have to go one day back to our God. One few words he is going to say you. You have been crying for some time. Now you are going to stop that crying. You are listening to that person. He is going to tell you few words. He is not a basic counselor. He is not a professional counselor. He is just elder to you. He is just friend of yours. He is just somebody from the society. He has come to you and he has so गले मिल के उसने दो लफ्ज कहे आपको. ये counseling है. This is going to help the people. There are different type of anxiety we are having. What will happen tomorrow? Because anxiety is basically related to it. Whatever has gone yesterday, forget about it. Generally, we say that don't be that much of attached with whatever wrong you have faced in the past. Forget about it. Think about future. But the anxieties are there in case of future also. What will be the result at the end? We don't know. The decision, whatever I am going to take, whether it is going to give me the positive result, or I will be facing this the trouble of negative results or depression. It's a very typical situation which we are finding among the youth, among the other people also. They are depressed with so many things. Sometimes we are depressed by the way the world is going. We are depressed due to that. The children, they are not behaving in a particular manner which we were expecting. We are depressed due to that. My son is not doing good. We are depressed. My daughter is not doing good. I am depressed. My other friend, very close to mine, he is not successful. I am depressed. So the depression is coming in our mind. It is going to reduce the person's motivation. And he is thinking, the problem is that depression is not only that, okay, it has come and it has gone. It is going to affect your performance, your working, your understanding, your knowledge, your memory, that is going to be affected due to that. So many things. It's not a very good thing. It's a really very difficult thing, very different type of disease, mental. It is going to depress the person. And this depression will be coming from those things which are completely beyond our control. But we are depressed due to that. See, for example, you are going to the station and you find that, okay, the train has to come in time. I have reached there in time. It is 15 minutes late. Now it is half an hour late. Now it is 1 hour late. You have to catch the other train from Delhi. Now the time has gone. You are depressed due to that. See, what is this? Sometimes you are related. Sometimes your friend is going and you have simply gone to see him off. You are depressed due to this. Many things are there in which you can't do anything now. So adjustment to the family members. See, this last one, this parent-child relationship, it's a very typical type of condition which we are finding. And it is not new to us or new to our society. This parent-child relationship is a very typical and very different type of relationships which we are finding. And this relationship we will have to understand in a very different manner. I am quoting one example, and this I have got from the writing on Sigmund Freud. We know about this Sigmund Freud. He is considered to be the father of modern psychology. And psychoanalysis, he has talked about ego and superego concept. He has given so many things. And his complete study is moving around the sexual side of the individual. There he has this instance has been quoted, and from there Sigmund Freud, he has taken so many things. In Greek philosophy, in Greek mythology, there is one instance which has been quoted in terms of this parent-child relationship, and I am going to quote it. Most of the psychology faculty members, those who are sitting, they may be knowing about that, but there may be some who may not be knowing. The Greek mythology is much older. We consider in that manner. A son has killed his father. It is such a heinous crime, you can say. How is it? The son has killed the father. What for? To get married with his mother. Such type of situation, where the parent-child relationship. How? And this is documented. This is being taught in the class. When they are teaching this segment 5. This parent-child relationship, very typical relationship sometimes we are finding. And if such type of bad type of relationship that is going on, the counseling that is going to help you. The parent-child relationship, our teacher earlier, when we were in high school age, the teen age, my teacher used to say one thing, because most of the time he was also a father, he was also having son and daughter. So he used to say that you are passing through that age when your baap is not baap, he has become taap. In Hindi, he used to say like that you consider your father not as a father, but you consider him as a heat. He is not your baap, he has become your taap. So this is that relationship. It requires constant. We find there are many people I have seen, those who are not having very good relationship with the father. Sometimes with the mother, but in very less cases with the mother. The daughters with the mother. The problem is there. And the phenomena which I have talked about, that is called ego complex. These psychologists, they have given this terminology for this the parent and the father and the son relationship, and this marriage complex which I have told you. Very typical. When I have read that, I was really surprised. Not only surprised, I was shocked for some time. What is this? So, but that is
I think
so
sir, I think we call it Oedipus complex.
the Oedipus complex that I have told you. But they are writing with O-E-D-U-P-S. So for some time I saw that what is this? So they said that in our case it is Oedipus complex. So thank you very much for giving me this. So in case of female, that is called Electra or something like that. So it is the terminology is different.
Sir, it's Electra complex.
So this is different. Now see the sibling relationship. Okay, see it's very typical. I would like to talk about the sibling relationship also, and we are confronted with this every time. See, one child has taken birth. Okay, all right. So he has gone for this the total process that has gone through it. The next child has taken birth. All right. What happens to the first child? First child, he finds that okay, the attention has completely that attention has shifted to the next child. So all the time there will be jealousy in that case. He will say that okay, what is this? Who is this person who has come? My father was giving more attention to me. Now he has shifted. He is not paying any attention to me. Generally, you will find that the first child is going to fight with the second child, and it is not only this childhood age. It is continuing throughout the life. Whatever the first one is saying, second one is not going to accept. Whatever the second one is going to say, first one is not going to. If the third child has come, the first child will be having very good relationship with the third, but not with the second. This is happening in case of sibling relationships. We are finding that. So divorce, we know, see, this is a part of our society. We are facing counseling that is very much required in case of divorces also. Cooperative parenting, okay. In case of this, when the person they have divorced, the children are there. So the basic problem which they are facing, that will be in terms of these children. That okay, the child is with the mother, father has got married, he has got some wife, but he is still related with that. Many things in case of cooperative parenting. I know people, those who are the part of it. Abusive relationship, there are different types of abusive relationship which we are finding. And very sorry to say, these abusive relationships are there among the father and the daughter. I am very, very sorry. I am really under stress when I am saying this, but this is a reality of life. And in our society, we find such type of situations. Counseling is required in this case. That is going to help us. Learning disabilities, we are finding people, those who are now gradually what is happening. The age of our marriages, they have increased so much. We are so much concerned with our career that the basic, the age in which we should get married, that has already gone. We are 35, 40 years of age. And disabled children, we are getting time to time. There may be other reasons. So there is one reason which I am talking about. Learning disabilities are there, they are not in a position. Attention deficit disorder, many type of disorders are there. Trauma, you are finding, in case of this trauma, counseling is required. I am giving you one example. I have seen in my faculty, there was one person who has got this kidney transplant. And after getting this kidney transplant, the people they really say that when the kidney is transplanted, then maximum life is almost 10 years or so. So, okay, the person will survive up to that. Maybe if it is less than that, and the troubles, whatever he will be having, he cannot bear, he cannot face the harsh winter of Aligarh, whatever we are in. The very difficult summer also we are in, very difficult summer at Aligarh. So the trauma, this person got this kidney transplant. All right. After that, and he gradually he recovered also. But there was a trauma because for a long time he was there in the hospital, coming and going many times. He had to face pneumonia also, and all the trauma was there. So the counselor, the trained counselor, professional counselor of that hospital, they said that, okay, the work in which you were engaged, you should try to engage yourself with that after considering, after taking, because he was in the administration or teaching and all that. So that was a trauma, because you are not doing the teaching job during this period. And it was a very long period searching for the donor, then getting it, okay, it is acceptable and all that. So this trauma, in that case also, there are different type of trauma we are finding. So the counseling is required in this case. And in this case, there are many other cases, of course. Now see, this is the qualities of a good counselor. Very simple things which have been considered. We have empathy, the ability to understand the view of another person. We understand that. Counselor, they should be respectful. So because the people should, if they are not respectful, then the person is not going to accept you. There should be warmth in you. There should be some timber in your voice. You should have the motivation, the courage, and so it is not that okay, you yourself as a counselor are depressed type or something. No, there should be completely you should have the confidence and also warmth in there. Confidence is there. You should be honest in case of whatever you say. The people they should accept your honesty. It is not that okay, something is there and you are going to. So your honesty that has been accepted. The people consider that okay, you are an honest person. Attentive listening. You have to listen very carefully because listening a skill of the counselor is very important. What the other person is saying, each and every word that is going to count. You will have to take care about those words, whatever it is, because whatever is there in his subconscious mind, that is coming on his tongue. So that part, so listening is another important part. You will have to be unbiased, fairness that should be there, understandable. So you have to understand the things. You should not be in a hurry that okay, you are counseling the person and then you say that in between you say that okay, I am having a meeting and I am going. I will talk to you later. Because in case of our counseling as a teacher, sometimes we say that okay, please come tomorrow. You should not be in a hurry. As a good counselor, the qualities of a good counselor, many things are there. But these are the basic things which we consider that they should be there. See, in case of this, these are 4 things which I found that they should be considered. Inappropriate response in counseling, that is not good. For example, you should not judge, or you won't have these problems if you had acted differently. This has already gone. Why are you going to stress this? Don't judge that. You won't have these problems if you had acted. He has not acted. He has not acted in that manner. Now try to think, okay, whatever is the negative thing, how it can be made different, how it can be made converted to the positive side. Don't be attacking. How could you be that irresponsible? Sometimes we don't think and we utter this sentence. A person is going to relate so many things, whatever he has faced or whatever he has done. And so many things irresponsible he has done, and now you are going to say that okay, how it is that you are so irresponsible person? Denial also, don't worry. I am sure that is nothing important. He is saying something important thing. Now you are going to deny that there is nothing important. So if you are saying that it is nothing important, he will feel that I am saying whatever I have faced, and now you are saying that okay, it is not important. So what are you going to do with that? You are not going to understand what my problems. So sometimes we also say that the pity is also not good. Oh, poor things, how terrible that happened. Don't show pity to them. Whatever has happened, okay, so listen to that and be careful in uttering these type of sentences when you are going to counsel the students or the. Now see here, there are 4 techniques which are very common. It is not that it is only, and in the beginning I have told you they are the part of our talking therapy. In this case, these are the 4 things which I would like to finish because time is running fast. So a few of them I would like to consider. Asking questions. This is very important. 2 types of questions generally we consider. In case of researchers also open-ended question and the closed-ended question. So in open-ended question, we know that the responses will be whatever the respondent is going to say. So he is having all options in that case. Closed question, okay. Whatever you are asking or whatever answer you expect, you are going to write down, you will be saying yes or no or something like that. So this has been mentioned here. Open and close is an important tool in counseling kit. They can help a person open up or close them down. Open-ended question is one that is used in order to gather lots of information. You ask it with the intent of getting a longer answer. So long answer if you are expecting that okay, the person should talk. Whatever he has in his mind, let it come out. So you are going to give him, we are asking some question which is going to okay. So this open question are starting the information gathering part of the session, keeping the client talking. So in case of open question, we expect that the client is going to talk and he is going to continue with that. So in open questions, here are some good ones. What brought you here today? Do you have any idea about why this keeps happening? How does that make you feel? So here in this case, it has been mentioned that don't ask for the reason. This is not a causal research. It is just like descriptive. So in case of that, I am giving you this terminology because we have already discussed this type at the time of research design also. So notice that we don't use why. This is because some people find it threatening and overwhelming. It implies judgment and it can not be asking the unanswerable question. So ask what, how, when, where. These are the questions about which you will be helping us. Okay. Okay. Now see, the closed-ended question is one used to gather specific information. It cannot be answered with either a single word or short phrases. The closed-ended questions are those that can easily be answered with yes or no or very brief info. For example, what is your name, date of birth? Okay, where do you work? Occupation, what is your occupation? They sound a little hard, but they need for getting necessary information to bring a chatting client back on track. Sometimes it happens that the person is going to chat that much that okay, so you are going to put this close-ended question. So the answer will be coming very short. One or 2 words we are going to. So we are going to use this the close-ended question when we find such type of client, some type of person to whom we are counseling. See, this is another important part. That is your active listening. If you are not listening properly, naturally you will not be in a position to counsel the person. So, and listening is also it is skill based. So you should try to listen whatever the person is saying, and your reaction that will also be coming, but you will have to listen very carefully whatever he says. So before the session, make sure your physical needs are taken care of as a counselor. Okay, that you are not going, you are not thirsty, you are not hungry, bathroom, stitching, all that. You are comfortably there. Look at the speaker. So this is also another important part. It is not that you have board in your head and the person is just speaking. It's not like that. Put your eyes into his eyes and then talk to him. Taking a few notes can help you, can keep you on the task. and see, put your, mentally you will have to close your mouth. Put masking tape mentally across your mouth. So, okay, don't say, but keep your, be mentally alert, but don't say that. Body language is very important in case of this. Encourage the speaker to continue with the short, gentle comments like, oh, really? Because if you are going to say that, it means that you are listening to him. So the speaker to continue with these type of things. If the person is not normally talkative, you may have to refer to your brief, 1 or 2 words notes and ask the open question. If he's not going to talk that much, then you will have to see. Then your body language, see here, in case of body language, remember that communication is 55% body language and 38% tone and 7% words. This is one research which has been quoted here. So it is communication is 55%, body language. Remember that communication is 55% body language, 38% is the tone, and 7% is the words. So the body language in this case, there are so many things which we generally discuss as a teacher of sales management course. We used to discuss this, that when you are going to talk to your client, what you have to do and how you have to sit there, and what are the things in which you have to take care. So in that case, we used to say that, okay, if your client is going to lean forward towards you, it means he is going to accept your ideas. But when he is going to lean backward in his chair and he is going to extend his hand towards his body, it means he is not going to consider, he is not going to accept your idea. When he is going to extend his hand further on the sides, we consider that, okay, he is going to accept the idea. When he is going to change the position of his legs, sometimes backward, sometimes forward, that is also going to indicate you that how he is feeling about whatever you are saying, whether he is accepting it or not. So we are considering that. Sometimes the person is going to take out his pen from his pocket and he is going to write down something when you are talking. It means he is not paying attention to whatever you are doing. Many things are there in case of this body language. It is also a typical science which the counselor and the person has to understand in this case. Many things are there. See, the tone is very important. In case of this tone, there are so many fights which take place only due to tone. The people you would have heard listening to the people, बात तो आपकी ठीक थी, लेकिन बात करने का तरीका अच्छा नहीं था. So whatever you have said, that was correct, that was all right. But the way you have talked to that, I don't like it. So it is the tone is the expression. The word may be same, but the way you are going to express that the person is not going to find it comfortable, then he finds that, okay, it is going to hurt you. So in case of this, the body language, the tone, whatever you are using, the words, whatever you are using, these words are also important because they have all the words they are having. If the finer side of that you are going to check, you will find there are differences in that, and you should use these words. You should be very much careful in using the words, the sentences, the way you are going to use that. So in case of counseling, there are things which are going to count. See here, by the tone of your voice, they may be high or low, they may be loud or soft, they may be accommodating, demanding. Moderating all these things that include including voice. Remember, the person may not remember what was said, but they will remember how you made them feel, because this feeling will be coming with the help of your high or low, loud or fast voices. So these are the aspects which you consider. This is another part, that is a paraphrasing, very important in case of this counseling. If you time to time you will have to paraphrase whatever he has said, the client has said, you will have to change that. You will have to change. The listener should restate succinctly and tentatively what the speaker said, conveying empathy, acceptance, genuineness. Since we cannot read out client's mind and we have been given a lot of extraneous material, it is good to learn how to rephrase briefly and acknowledge that this is what we think the client has said. So the rephrasing, paraphrasing we are doing, and simple sentences and small sentences we should use Each client must be accepted as an individual. Counseling is basically a permissive relationship. That is, the individual has permission to say what they please without being reprimanded or judged. Counseling emphasizes thinking with, not for the individual. All decision making rests with the client. So whatever he has to say, let him say that. So this is counseling is centered on the difficulties of the client. So many things are there. Counseling relationship is confidential. So this is very important. Whatever he says, it should not be disclosed. It should not be discussed with other people. So the identification of the identity, that should not be known. That should not be disclosed. See here, the verbal listening of the counselor, show interest, gather information, encourage the speaker to develop ideas, communicate or understanding of ideas, and request the clarification of understanding if something you could not understand, or sometimes you have understood but you simply want that, okay, the interaction, the relationship that should be developed, the bond that should be increased more, build that particular answer. So relationship with the counselor, that should be in the case of your doctor and the patient relationship. Non-verbal listening, so maintain eye contact, very important. Make few distracting movements, lean forward, face the speaker, keep an open posture, allow few interruptions, then signal interest with encourages the facial expression. There should be active listening skills, attending, paraphrasing, reflecting, the feeling. These are the things which are there. Time is short. Now see here, I am coming to, there are 4 cases which I have collected. And why I am going to discuss this? Because as a teacher, most of the time, and as a research guide, because we have discussed about the research and the guidance and all. As a research guide, we are facing those students who are now in their adulthood. And if they would have not come for this higher education, by this time they would have been in their practical life. They would have got married, family life that would have started. They would have got some type of job, maybe minimal job, some type of job. But now they are here in higher education system. So many things they have already foregone. Whatever they could have done that, but they are not doing. They have not done this. There is one case. That is also the person was having suicidal tendency, and he was a research scholar. And that was the suicidal tendency that came to the knowledge of the faculty and the people when he tried to commit suicide. He closed the door and tried to hang himself with the fang. The problem with this person was not related with the department or the faculty or the supervisor. The problem was that his brother was working outside India, and due to children education, he kept his wife and children here. Okay. So whenever his brother used to go to outside, he used to go to see him off at the airport. When he is coming, so he has to receive him from the airport. So going, coming, all this. Then the children, he has to take care of that. They have to be brought to the school, to the hospital, whatever is the requirement. So most of the time he was engaged in the family job. Coming to the department, so the performance in the department, that was also not that good. So he was not doing the work at the pace which was required by the supervisor and the department. So due to this problem, due to this pressure, he tried for that. Okay, but he could be saved. He could not commit that. So he was brought to the hospital, and after one day or 2 days, he was asked that, okay, now you can go home and take these medicines, and don't do this, and you have to. The problem why I'm referring is because as a teacher, what has happened? The people have started to blame the supervisor. No, he is not checking his work. He is taking different type of job from him. He is giving him the job for he is organizing conference. So most of the time he is engaged in that, and the basic research he is not doing. all the blame they were shifted on the supervisor, which was not true. But the supervisor was also so much threatened that he said that, okay, we have to, if you want, you can change your supervisor. So he has applied for that. Now try to understand the situation. Who is going to take this person? Once a person knows, once the supervisor knows, once the faculty knows that, okay, this person is having the suicidal tendency. Is it possible that one is going to take? Many people, they refused. That no, I am not going to take. No, this is not my area of study. No, I am already having my seats full. Okay, no, I will try that. Okay, next year the good candidates will come. Why should I take this? But one faculty, he said that, okay, I will take it, no problem. I will try. So he brought him, and then after he talked to him, discussed him, and he said that, okay, how much work have you done? So he shown that, okay, this is the work which I have done. So more than 50% work was already over. So he said that there is no problem. If you pay attention to your work, you will be able to finish it within time. So for 5 years was the maximum time, so that can be done. What the supervisor did, he said that, okay, I have not given him any stressful situation in the research. I have given only a small piece of work to that person, just very a small piece of work. And gradually I could find that, okay, one day he could complete the thesis and got the degree after that. He is now normal, he is working outside India, he is having his family, he is having children with him gradually. So the suicidal tendency, due to pressure somewhere, the pressure shifted to the faculty member. As a teacher, you are a teacher, you will be having some candidates. They are young people. There are so many things which are required. They are having liking for so many things, disliking for so many things. As a supervisor, we will have to see, okay, the PhD work is going on. That should continue. Very nice. But at the same time, you should also, because and most of the time you will find that the candidates and the relationship between these two, the candidate and the supervisor, they are very cordial, they are very close relationships. So many things they discuss with you, which are related with their personal life. They discuss. No matter you are a teacher, he is a student. But the maturity level is there in that student also. He is doing PhD. He has already done his master degree. So many things, the likes and dislikes, they are very much clear. So this was one case successfully completed. But this is a case which generally we consider and we discuss with the faculty and such type of setting where the teachers they are going to be. Now see, this is another very typical case. The terminal sickness of the husband. She was a lady. She has done PhD from our department. So as we know that the research, when it is going to be at the completion stage and you are going to submit that. So this lady was also, she has taken longer time in completing her work. Why? The reason was that her husband was a sick husband and he was having cancer. So most of the time after 2-3 months, he was hospitalized. She was also working in some institute. She has to go for teaching and all, earning money. And you know, in case of cancer, it's just the type of disease which is taking too much of resources. So many type of troubles she was facing. And gradually, but she was trying that, okay, I have to finish my work. Because PhD degree is important for the purpose of promotion and getting good job. And in case of once you are there in academics, so she was having that. It was the stage of her analysis. As the supervisor of this candidate told me, that she was at the stage of analysis, and so many things were there in case of literature review, which as a supervisor I said that, okay, they will not be the part of your thesis. We have to cut it down. This is not suitable. This is not necessary. This should be written somewhere else. You have written it here. So at this stage, when the finalization is very near, so maybe she would have thought that, okay, this supervisor is creating some problem and all. So one stage came when she said that, okay, sir, I am not going to do my PhD. That's it over, because I will not be able to do. I have to go. I will have to bring my husband to the hospital tomorrow, and I will not be able to do that. Supervisor was shocked. because he was giving all time to that lady. Okay, time and whatever she has written, correcting that, evaluating that, so many things. He said that okay, he was sitting in his own chair, and the lady was sitting just opposite on the sofa. When she said that okay, sir, I'm not going to continue with this PhD. He was shocked, and the teacher was shocked to see that it is the completion stage. Analysis is already over, and it is the writing of this final chapter where the things they will have to be collaborated and all that. He said only one sentence, and due to that, I generally refer to this particular second case. What he said to that. Teacher, Mrs. This, I would like that your husband should say you, Doctor, this. Only one sentence, the supervisor said to the candidate. Mrs. This, I would like that your husband should call you Doctor, this. And it is possible. And he told me that the lady who was sitting just opposite on the sofa, she stood up and came to my feet, and she bowed down on my feet. When he narrated that story to me about that, and she completed her PhD, he said that, okay, I will be helping you. Why are you in trouble? I am going to do whatever is required. When she said this, then he said that, okay, there is no problem. We will sit together, we will be doing this, and finally she could be successful in case of this, the PhD work. What I want to say is, sometimes single sentence, whatever you are going to utter, it is going to touch the feeling of the person. And the reaction, whatever is coming from that side, you are in a position to understand that, and you are going to take care about it. You are going to do so many things related to that. You are going to help the way it is required. So this is another case which we find that is a family-related problem and finance-related problem and many other problems where the person is going to say that, okay, it is enough, I am not going to do this job. This is another case. This is the case which was related with me, so I should simply agree, I should say about this because I know many things. No social sense, I say about this person. See, he was my research scholar. He got admission, he got his written test clear, but finally he could not get admission. So 1 year was lost in that case. Second year he tried for that. And he got the written test he could clear, and he went for this interview, and finally he got admission that year. I asked one of the members of the board that why you have not selected him last year, and why are you selecting him this year? He said that okay, so I could find that he is a dedicated person and he will do that. I said that he is having a very nice personality. So he said that no. We thought that he is arrogant in nature. This was the understanding of the board, and with arrogance, guiding research, that will be difficult. That's why we have not taken it. But we find that okay, once he has, second time also he has qualified. So he was allotted to me from the board of the studies. So when he got his admission, he came to me and I said that okay, please sit. And I have asked him that okay, these are the 5 papers. Research papers were there. These are the 5 papers. Go and read them, and whatever you understand about it, write them down. And come to me after 15 days. I said that so that he will be comfortable. I said that okay, go and come after 15 days. He said, okay, sir. They were the very basic type of papers. We have no that much of the statistics or such type of things were not there. They were completely theoretical type of paper. Because it is the beginning, so I should give him. He went there. After one day, when I was coming to the class, to my department. That was the 8 a.m. Around 8 a.m. I was coming from that class. I found one person, senior person. He was standing at my gate. I asked that who is he? He said his name. So he was his father. I said that okay. What for have you come so early in the morning? He said that I am a doctor here in this medical hospital, the district hospital, and I have come to meet you. I said that okay, please come. So we sit in this the drawing room, and he said that what the first sentence which his father told me, what have you said him? And he is having this upset stomach from yesterday. I said, well, I have not said anything. I have simply said that to read this and come after 50 days. He said, no, see, he is having this problem. I said that, see, I was also shocked. This is a big need, this person, and his father has come. I don't know how many times, what will we do? His father, someday his mother will come or something like that. So I said that, okay, what is the... So he just, I will take only 2 minutes. Then after I would like to finish. He said that, see, he is my son, and he was very good looking, and when he used to go to the school, so somebody used to touch his cheek or somebody's ear and all that. So from the very beginning, he is having that type, he has developed that type of tendency. He is generally keep himself away with the people and all that. And whenever there is any type of stress, he is having this problem of upset stomach. I was also thinking that what to do. Then I said that, okay, no problem. When he is all right, then please send him to me, maybe before 15 days. When he came back, then I didn't talk anything about this, the paper or something or that. I talked something about his health, what has happened and all that. And I said that, okay, come after 1 week and enjoy life. You have got admission, enjoy. The problem with this person, why I have written is a no social sense. The problem with the person was that whatever he is thinking, it is going in his mind. He is related only with that. Whatever is going on around him, he was completely unaware to that. For example, if we are sitting in our room and 2, 3 teachers are there, he is my candidate as a supervisor. And he is going to ask me that, may I come? And if I am going to allow, what will he do? He will start talking to me. Irrespective of saying that, okay, there are so many other people, they are talking along with that. So generally I used to say that, okay, he is not having that much of social sense that how he should interact with the people. Okay. So sometimes the other faculty members in the department, they used to be very much angry with him. That see, he is not greeting, and he is wherever he is going, he is in himself or something. So I used to say the faculty members, see, he is having some problems of understanding of life and all that. Gradually, he has started to catch up the work, the data collection and all that. He has taken longer time, no doubt. He has completed his work beyond 5 years period. It was almost 6 month special period that was granted to him. He could do that. But I could understand that there is some problem in this scholar which I have to take care. And whenever he is coming, he is not going to greet the other person. He is simply directly, he will be coming and talking to me. No matter whether I am sitting with 5 people or 6 people. He will start from there itself. 1 or 2 times I have tried to say that, okay, you should not do. First of all, you should see who are sitting, and then after. Then 1 or 2 times he said that, okay, I have come to you, sir, but you are sitting with these people, so I have gone, I have left. I said, then how it will be possible that the work will continue? Oh, I am gone, I have left. So we are finding such type of people, those who are not having that much of social sense, and we have to, and they are the part of higher education. Now he is teaching, he is in a very good position. But the problem he is still facing, because the institution where he is working, he is not having very good relationship with the other people. Because he is not able to understand, still he is not able to understand how to deal with the different type of people. So this is another case, the last case which I would like to share. And then after I will say goodbye. See, this is a depressed scholar. This is a recent case which we could find. He was a graduate engineer, then after he did his MBA, and he went to the job. And then after some time, after doing the job, he came back to the department and he joined the PhD with the other faculty member. After some time, this other faculty member, is a younger colleague of mine, very close to me also. So he said that this person is, he says that what is the purpose of doing this PhD? And he told me that it is very difficult for me to convince him that the PhD you have got admission. It is you who are interested. Now he says that there is no purpose of doing this PhD. What is the purpose of doing PhD on this particular topic? How it is going to help the society? Gradually, he has started to talk so many things, and he used to message his friends, the group in which he was with which he was attached. That at 1 in the night, sometimes 12 in the night, he used to send it. Not only that, he used to send these messages to his supervisor also. The supervisor was also concerned that what is this? In the night, he is sending this message. And see the nature of this message, what is it? So he started to disbelieve so many things which we generally don't think about it. So finally what he did, his father was alive at that time. So, and he was also faculty in our university. So he went to his house. And father was a bedridden person because due to age and all. So he went to his house and he called his sister. Because only father's sister and mother was also a faculty member, so she has also, due to this, the reason of his ill health, she also taken the voluntary retirement, and she was serving. So his sister was also called, and then after he discussed with these people that this is the situation with him. They said that we know that he is under this depression condition. And we have gone to the psychiatrist and he's under this medical treatment. So he was. So one day the supervisor brought him to my home. We lived in the same complex in the university residential area. So I talked to him so many things not related with the topic and all. I talked about his childhood days when he was living and his father was there. So many things we have discussed. And I generally talked about that, okay, come after, whenever you feel free, please come to me. So he used to come to me and I used to, sometimes later I used to say that, okay, what is the position of your PhD? So, sir, it has been, it is up to this. So gradually I started to say that, okay, you should finish it. See, under my supervision, that person was there, he has completed. He is in the job. What are you doing? You should have finished it early. Only thing is that you should try. Whatever the supervisor says, go according to that. If he is not helping, come to me. I know that he is a very helpful person. So this type of depression. Now, finally, he got the PhD degree. He is there. One day, I have seen the couplet written by this person, this research scholar, which was sent to me because he is having my number also. It was sent to me, and I read that. It's a very good couplet written by him. And then I talked to his supervisor that your scholar has become a poet now. He says, sir, he is not a poet. He is under the same condition now. I say I was really, what can I say? I thought that I was simply caught my head and I simply caught my head and said, what has happened to this person? He's in job now.
Sir,
But this time
excuse me,
is
sir.
there. Yes.
Sir, very sorry to disturb you, but sir, we have a quiz from 11 a.m. and we need a small break before that. Could you, sir,
Yes, thank you.
make it a little brief?
Thank you very much, because this was my last case which I had to discuss.
Yes,
And,
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, because this was my
Thank you,
last.
sir.
Thank you, 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 sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
धन्यवाद सर.
Thank you, sir.
Have a nice day.
Your class will start at what?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Your class will start at. Yes. Your class.
Sirs and
मैम
madams,
सही रहा otherwise वो एकदम पूरा स्पीड में
जानना चाहता था, हेलो,
हाँ,
जो assignment दिए हैं,
तो पानी पिए.
धन्यवाद सर.
धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद सर.
धन्यवाद.
थैंक यू सर. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर.
धन्यवाद. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So, Raj Bahadur, where from are you? Okay. Raj Bahadur is gone. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
सर्स एंड मैडम्स जो हैं, मैं थोड़ा जानना चाहता था कि हम लोग जो असाइनमेंट सबमिट किए, पहला और दूसरा असाइनमेंट, तीसरा असाइनमेंट, पहला दूसरा और दूसरा असाइनमेंट हम लोग मैं देने के बाद हैंडेड इन तो हो गया और फाइल्स भी दिखा रहा था अभी, लेकिन फाइल्स पे क्लिक करने से एरर दिखा रहा है. क्या वो उधर से डिलीट कर दिया गया है ना क्या?
नहीं, बीच बीच में उधर से ही उड़ जा रहा है, उसको फिर भी आप उसको डाउनलोड करके भेजिए.
अरे नहीं सर, हाँ ये वाई का
सर ये कल मैं भी देखा था, मेरा भी ऐसा ही हुआ था. पहले दिखा रहा था लेकिन उसके बाद जाके मतलब कल दिख नहीं रहा था. तो ऐसा है कि आप और एक बार उसको अपलोड कर दीजिए.
हाँ सर दोबारा
मतलब चाहो मतलब उसका जो असाइनमेंट में देखिएगा, मतलब दूसरा डेट 1 मार्च को दिया हुआ है. अभी टीचिंग असाइनमेंट जो है वो तो फरवरी में एकदम शुरुआत में ही था ना, लेकिन फिर भी ये 1 मार्च डेट दिया हुआ है. तो इसीलिए मैं फिर से एक बार दोबारा मतलब अपलोड कर दिया.
लेकिन उसमें तो सबमिट बटन तो नहीं दिखा रहा है ना, अनसबमिट दिखा रहा है. तो अनसबमिट करके
नहीं, वो पहले अनसबमिट करना पड़ेगा ना. वो पिछला वाला जो था उसको अनसबमिट कर दीजिए, करके फिर से दोबारा उसी को अपलोड कर दीजिए. और फिर दो एक बार चला के देख लीजिएगा कि वो चल रहा है कि नहीं. 2 बार चला के देख लीजिएगा, चल रहा है तो ठीक है.
नहीं, जब दिए थे तब तो चल रहा था. अब
हाँ जी, वो मेरा भी था, मेरा भी केस था. लेकिन कल जब मैं देखने बैठा ना तो मुझे दिखा कि मतलब वो दूसरा डेट दिया गया था 1 मार्च का. ठीक है, तो इसलिए मेरा मतलब 1 मार्च से पहले शायद मतलब वो मजार सर एक बार बोल रहा था ना कि मतलब वो फिर से एक बार किसी लोग का मतलब आ नहीं रहा है तो उसको फिर से एक बार अपलोड करना है. तो इसीलिए शायद 1 मार्च को दूसरा डेट दे दिया गया. तो क्योंकि मुझे दिखा नहीं मेरा पिछला 2 वाला सबमिटेड असाइनमेंट, तो मैं कल से एक बार फिर से अपलोड कर दिया. तो पिछले वाले को अनसबमिट करके.
तो तीनों माने पहला वाला भी हो सकता है अभी, पहला.
हाँ जी, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. वो पहला वाला जो है वो तो देखिएगा, आप अगर उसको क्लिक करेंगे ना ड्राइव वाले आइकन को, तो उसको 404 मतलब नॉट अवेलेबल ऐसा कुछ दिखा रहा होगा.
यस.
हाँ. तो उसको मतलब अनसबमिट करके, मतलब मैं तो वही किया. और फिर मतलब वही वाला फाइल को फिर से दोबारा अपलोड कर दीजिए.
नहीं अभी जी, क्योंकि 1 मार्च डेट अभी है कि नहीं वो मैं जानना चाहता हूँ कि फिर दिखाएगा कि नहीं. सबमिट
डेट है, उसमें लिखा है
कर दीजिए, अभी कोई दिक्कत नहीं है.
हाँ जी, हाँ. वो तो आप तो टाइम में अपलोड किए ही थे ना, हम भी तो मतलब सभी किया था. लेकिन 1 मार्च के बाद वो आ नहीं रहा.
बता दीजिए.
हाँ जी.
क्या बोले सर?
अपलोड करने के बाद उनको एक बार फोन करके बता दीजिए सर मैंने ऐसे दोबारा से अपलोड किया है, इन्फॉर्म कर दीजिए।
अच्छा विशाल सर फोन करना था क्या? वो तो मैं नहीं किया। ठीक है चलिए आज
नहीं कर देंगे, ज्यादा अच्छा रहेगा। अदरवाइज आज सुबह भी तो बोल रहे थे ना वो
नंबर सर कौन सा है, कौन सा नंबर है?
अरे आपके पास जो इंस्ट्रक्शन है उनके नीचे नंबर दिया उनका, जो आपको फाइल भेजी है ग्रुप पे सबसे पहले मजेर सर का नंबर दिया है।
999 वाला लास्ट में।
हाँ तो शुरू में 2 फाइल आई थी, एक FIP20 करके आया है, उसमें उनका नंबर दिया हुआ है।
अच्छा अच्छा ठीक है, थैंक यू
बता दीजिए।
प्रशांत सर थैंक यू।
हाँ थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू विशाल सर।
वेलकम सर।
और इसका जो एग्जाम सर शुरू होगा वो कैसे, यही जो लिंक में ही हम ज्वाइन करके फिर वहीं पर गूगल क्लासरूम में जाने?
11 बजे आप उसी लिंक से ज्वाइन करो, मजहर सर बताएंगे जो भी होगा। आप लोग अब ऑफ करके 11 बजे ज्वाइन कर लीजिए, 11 बजे से पहले ही। वो 5 मिनट डिस्कशन करेंगे कैसे क्या करना है, आपको सब पता चल जाएगा।
ठीक है, थैंक यू
ठीक है, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।